1 0 plus 5 seconds.
Liftoff normal. P1
Here
tracking.
we have a majestic liftoff of LVM-3 M4 rocket carrying India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
P2 tracking.
प्रज्वलन और सफलतापूर्ण उत्थापन LVM-3 M4 रॉकेट का।
Joining us, Union Minister Mr. Jitendra Singh. Sir, successful launch, hopefully a successful soft landing. How important is it for India's space journey, sir?
No, I think it's important for more than one ways. A, that as you saw, the entire nation is feeling proud about it. Also because as we look forward to next 25 years, that Amrit Kal when India would be reaching a place, I think this heralds the beginning of that, the ascent of that. Secondly, even though we started our space journey late compared to some of the other countries, it was but through this Chandrayaan series who got the evidence of water being present on the surface of moon, and this particular mission, the Chandrayaan 3, is going to land on the south polar area where you have craters in different formats comprising water, which could give freedom of greater experimentation. And most of all, the scenario that you see, guys like you, friends like you are here, Sriharikota, just standing next to the launch site. Now this, till about 4 years back, this was hardly imaginable, because this was functioning behind a wheel of secrecy. And I think no words will be sufficient to thank Prime Minister Modi for having taken an out-of-box and broken the taboos of the past, and having thrown open Sriharikota to all the stakeholders, the public-private sector, the industry, the academia, the startups, the media. Today we have more than 140 startups, and we have media keeping a track of each of the startups.
So you mentioned about the Prime Minister. He's abroad but constantly tweeting about it, tracking what's happening. Have you managed to speak to him, sir?
No, but we have received his tweet. He's busy there in France, but he's keeping a track of it, and we are also keeping abreast of each moment.
So final question, on a day like this, the Congress coming out and saying, well, it's the contribution of Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi that can't be discounted. How would you see that,
I think the media should themselves ask themselves and respond to it. Was media ever allowed into the Sriharikota campus during Mrs. Gandhi's time or during Rajiv Gandhi? See, there's thousands of media persons here, close to the launch site. You have the huge presence of industry over here.
Yes.
You have virtually every section of society, students, you have industrialists, you have academicians. Because it was Prime Minister Modi who 4 years back took a very path-breaking decision, breaking the taboos of the past. He opened it up to wider participation, and that has borne fruits. This Chandrayaan mission also has gained value because there is a huge lot of contribution from the non-government sources. So now, as India is a part of the global world, and when we sight for ourselves a global role, I think the demarcation between public, private and the other sectors has to be done away. We have all to work with synergy, and this is also an evidence of synergized working which we see here today.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you for speaking to us.